Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your tarot reading with me, Mazalin. In today's Aquarius reading, we're going to explore your current situation and energy and what led you to where you're at now. We're going to discover what you're truly hoping to manifest and achieve and anything that might be holding you back. And then we'll take a look at upcoming blessings on your path and what you can watch out for. And finally, we'll end with proposed actions from the universe that you can take to align with your highest purpose, happiness, and success. Now, are you needing a quick yes/no to any of your questions? Well, stick around until the end because we're going to uncover those answers with your bonus oracle messages. Now, this reading is primarily for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cross watchers, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, the energies could be flipped, so the message could be for you. But please note that these readings are timeless and general, so they may not resonate with everyone. So please take whatever helps you and leave what doesn't for someone else. But if you're drawn to House of Tarot, you're meant to be here, but your message may not be at the beginning. So whether you're seeking clarity, healing, or direction, get ready for spiritual guidance for empowered action. And if you could like this video at the beginning or at the end, that would really help me a lot. But with that being said, let's get out your tarot cards and begin your reading. Okay, Aquarius, let's begin. So what have we got here? So in the recent past, we see a lot of drama, a lot of conflict, jealousy, arguments, disagreements, and it looks like this has been going on for a long time. So what started off as maybe quite petty, small quarrels has magnified into something that is just unbearable, exhausting. It seems that you could be quite tired or burnt out at the moment. But Five of Wands, it also talks about rivalry. So perhaps you've been involved in some sort of competition that's required a lot of your stamina and endurance. But clarifying this energy, we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So either you or someone else wanted to leave or walk away, but you didn't, you stayed. And what this has created in the current energy is the Queen of Swords. So there is a frosty atmosphere at the moment. There is an air of distrust. Now this is your queen, so this could be you in this energy because this is the Queen of Air. But right now you're showing up as the Six of Pentacles, clarified by the Empress and the Ten of Cups. So you're still giving to this situation. You're still providing your time, effort, and resources, and possibly even money and compensation. And this is either because you're wanting to continue to grow your family or your business, or you want to continue to be the provider or the nurturer to either your family or a group of people that you feel emotionally connected to. But the challenge that we have at the moment is the Seven of Pentacles. So you might feel that all your effort is just a waste of time. Because we have also this card, Oracle card, that says everybody leaves. Choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them. So I don't know here if this was you wanting to leave a partner because they are not committed to you, or another partner wanting to leave you because you're not committed. Either or, take it how it resonates here. But just remember that feeling that everyone that wants to leave is a very defeatist attitude. And you have to just be careful in this mindset that you don't allow your thoughts or your feelings to take over, because that can end up attracting more of that energy into your life. Now, in the position of what you're hoping to achieve, we have the King of Wands. So he is the King of Fire. He really wants the freedom to explore his passions and ideas, particularly for new business enterprises or projects. And clarifying the King of Wands, we had the Two of Wands with the Devil in the reverse. So it seems that you are planning to avoid any risky investments with these new endeavors. You want to avoid any stock trading, currency trading, gambling, get-rich-quick schemes, or possibly wanting to release any unhealthy attachments to corporations that promises those sorts of results. Because what we see in what you're hoping to achieve here is real rewards, fruits of labor. You're wanting those golden apples that have fallen from the trees. But we have to remember that trees represent growth and taking time for things to prosper. And this king turns away from this tree. But the king can be a very impulsive energy, risk-taking, jumping into projects without planning. And just remember what the block position had here, is that it's not taking the time to consider what you invest your energy into. So this is a warning here to be patient and evaluate projects you're doing before you decide to commit to them. Now, in the near future opportunity, we have the Eight of Cups. Notice how it's in the upright now from previously in the reverse, clarified by the Hermit card. So here you have the opportunity to walk away and to leave and be by yourself. Now, this doesn't have to be a physical leaving. This could simply be an emotional detachment. But if you notice in this card, 8 cups are standing upright. They haven't fallen over. They're not broken. So this represents a situation that is very structured. There's nothing wrong per se in this situation. But look how there is something missing here from the symmetry. You just don't feel emotionally fulfilled in your current situation. So the man walks away towards his 9 of Cups, his individual fulfillment. And I can't help but notice this is Pisces energy. Saturn, it will be entering Pisces on the 1st of September, Saturn and Pisces. And the moon and the sun together represent an eclipse. There is an eclipse in Pisces on the 7th of September. So I wonder if that time frame will be relevant for you as to when you leave or walk away from something. But the Hermit here gives you a chance to gain wisdom and understanding of your situation through analysis of your life and the decisions that you have made that have led you to where you're at now. Because the Hermit is all about having time to go within, to reflect. And he does this through activities like meditating, yoga, or spiritual activities, essentially to bring you back to yourself. But this will be especially important for planning, foresight, your long-term wealth. And essentially really looking at and considering what wealth means to you. Because if you notice on this card, this feminine figure, she's not standing to gather all the coins or the money. She's using this wealth, this abundance, as a way to stabilize her path going forward into the future. Now, in the position of what you need to watch out for, we had, and what to be careful of, the Three of Cups with the exposing lies card. The truth will eventually be exposed. Another sign got this card, Scorpio. Have a look at Scorpio's read. They also got the exact same card in the exact same position. So there is some sort of lie or element of dishonesty that's happened within your close circle, your social circle. But these are people that you trust. So this could represent your relatives, your friendship group, your acquaintances, your co-workers and colleagues. Someone hasn't been entirely honest within this unit. And clarifying the Three of Cups, we had the Emperor with the Justice sideways. Now, I have to mention here that the King of Wands is Aries energy. So before I clarify one thing about this Aries, is that Aries energy, we have Aries again here. Now, what you're hoping to achieve, the other meaning of these two cards, clarifying the King of Wands, is that it can be saying that you are planning to detach from a King of Wands, from an Aries energy. Now, that may not be relevant for everybody, but it is something I'm mentioning now because of what I'm seeing here. So, this dishonesty within your close circle, or clarifying this, the person in your close circle is Aries energy. So it could be someone with very strong Aries, but they are a masculine. Now that doesn't mean that they have to be male. This could be a female as well, but it's somebody likely to be a parent, a spouse, a relative, and they've only told you half of the truth. Justice came out sideways. So they haven't been completely honest, or they're not taking full accountability for something. Now, because justice also represents legal contracts and commitments, this could also mean that this person wants to leave a marriage or to break a legal or business contract. And when I asked what the lie was, I got the Justice card in the reverse with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Someone did not want to have a second chance or to do something again. They wanted to be free. They wanted to free themselves. They did not want to try again. They did not want a second chance. And when you discover this truth, this will allow you to let go of all the stress, the anxiety, the sleepless nights that you've had worrying about the future. It will allow you to let go of that. But it will also allow you to find peace. So this conflict that you've experienced in the recent past, it will allow you to let that go and have peace of mind. Now, what the universe is asking you to do instead is to be the Empress. Beautiful. Major arcana for the sign of Libra and Taurus. It's essentially asking you to play wife or mother. Now, that doesn't mean this can also be for a male as well. Okay. Essentially, it means to nurture and care for those around you. So continue to do that. Stay married. Be a good parent, but it's also asking you to know your worth, because the Empress knows her worth and her value and also her authority. Give yourself the best because you deserve the best. So if you want to buy that luxury weekend for yourself, go ahead and do that. If you want to buy those very nice rich foods, go and do it. If you need that spa day for yourself, go and do it, because you deserve the best and you deserve to nurture what your body and what your mind needs. Now, in the position of how and when to act, we have the Strength card, major arcana for the sign of Leo. We are in Leo season right now, clarified by the King of Wands in the reverse. The King of Wands in the reverse is the playboy energy in the tarot. So this can represent an Aries energy again. Okay, so we have 3 times Aries here, an Aries energy that has been disloyal to you. And what the Strength card is asking you to do is to control yourself. You may want to scream and let the beast within you out. But essentially, strength is all about using your power and your control to control your urges, your desires, and knowing when to be forceful and when to be gentle. Now, if someone has betrayed you or been disloyal, it's really asking you to keep your cool. And the other thing that I'm also getting with the Strength card is this could also represent your fitness, your vitality, because strength is all about your power. So the universe could be saying, work on your power and your strength at this time, because perhaps you don't feel like the supreme athlete that you once were. And so by working on your strength and power, you will enable to build your confidence again. And again, we have in the likely future outcome, beautiful, this Queen of Wands energy. So we've got double Leo energy here. So what the universe is asking you to do, it looks like you're going to do it, because the Queen of Wands is all about confidence. She completely has faith and belief in herself and her abilities. And she does look good. She focuses on her appearance. And because she has belief in herself, she attracts a lot of attention from other people. So through this work of controlling yourself and maintaining your power, you're going to come into a state of confidence and attraction. You're not only going to feel attractive, but you're going to start being more attractive to other people around you. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. And the time to do this, Aquarius, is right now, because we're in Leo season with these two energies. So this is what I've got for you. Okay, Aquarius, we come to part 2 of your bonus oracle messages. So if you need to pause the video to write down your questions, this is going to be the answer for question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. All right, let's begin. Question number 1. So we have adventure awaits. An unknown adventure awaits in the relationship. Wonderful. So whatever you've asked about, it involves a surprise. There is something unknown that is coming. And this surprise looks like it's going to take you out of your comfort zone, but it's going to be thrilling and exciting. And perhaps adventure could involve travel. There's someone or something, the energy you've asked about is very similar to yours. Maybe it involves a Gemini, possibly, because I'm getting twin energy here. It doesn't have to be. But the communication between you is going to be very, very similar. You're going to have similar viewpoints on things. And look, we have a lot of water here, rushing, running water. So you may have quite an emotional connection with this person or this energy that you've asked about. But in any case, a surprise is always a good thing. And it looks like there's going to be a connection here because the two energies join together. So this is a definite yes for question number 1. Question number 2. We have the double-crossed card, which says you may face betrayal or being double-crossed. And we have what looks like a feminine, a woman, with a knife behind her back. But it did show up in the reverse. So it seems that whomever or whatever you've asked about wanted to betray you or double-cross you in some respect. And they were holding this sword here to perhaps cause some damage. This knife, I should say. But in the reverse, it means that they didn't do it. Either they decided last minute not to go ahead with that course of action, but in any case, the energy is still here. So even the fact that they had this intention to want to betray you or double-cross you is not healthy. So even though it's in the reverse, the answer to question number 2 is still a no. Okay, question number 3. Smoke and mirrors. Don't be fooled by appearances. So something you've asked about may involve appearance or what something looks like. You don't have the complete truth here because there are clouds or smoke, right? Which means that you don't have clarity here. So something or someone, the energy you've asked about, they're hiding themselves. They're hiding either their appearance or they're putting on a front to just show you. Perhaps they're trying to hide the internal part of themselves. Now, I can't help but smoke relates to fire, and mirrors reflect. It talks about reflection. So they may be worried about how others perceive them or think of them. So you may be dealing with a fire or reflection, makes me think of the moon. You could be dealing with a water sign as well. But in any case, when we see smoke and mirrors, it's asking you to really look at the sleight of hand, look at the small details, and don't just only look or judge a book by its cover. Now, essentially, this is not all bad. This person or this energy could just be hiding something because of insecurity. But in any case, because you don't have complete clarity, this is not a good thing. So this is a maybe, but it's really bordering on a no here for question number 3. So look, that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. If you know your natal chart, you can check out the other signs for deeper insights. But please feel free to comment on the video. Do you like the bonus oracle messages? Do you not? And share of your experience, because maybe there's another Aquarius out there who might be in the same boat as you, and you can bring comfort to them. But look, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching and sharing this space with me. And please consider a like, a share, or a subscribe. I am a brand new channel and it would really help at this time. But look, until next time, stay wild, and I'll see you in the next video.